Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're back with the Paradise League here with some more HoN SEA tournament coverage of your Grand Finals Best of 7, where we have Blue Eyes leading 3-2 over Devil Gang as we enter game number 6 here. Once again, I am What You Got, your main shoutcaster, rejoined here by Begret for another one. Welcome back, my dude.
Thank you. Let's see if they get some bananas and they pick them up. That's the most important thing.
Was that the only game, by the way, we saw 3 Kongors? I feel like that was probably the longest game of the series, right? Almost reaching the 1 hour mark. Most of the games, for the most part, haven't gone that far, but yeah, unfortunately, they really disappointed you there, leaving the bananas in the pit. I don't know if we're going to see that again this series, but hopefully not. At least they would.
No Tundra either. They refused to let that hero through.
Nope, that hero's been perma-banned this whole series. No Tundra gonna happen. Gentleman's ban, Tundra. Yeah, so we got half the bans done. Soul Reaper and Geomancer as well. The Geomancer ban is pretty interesting because it's not like picked every game, but it does get banned sometimes. I guess it's a hero they don't really like to face, but yeah, they banned the Pestilence as well. I will say, though, that the Chronos felt pretty annoying in last game. I wonder if we'll see a Chronos ban.
I mean, that was the first pick, Chronos, and it worked wonders for them.
Yeah. They didn't seem to really have a good solution to it. And ideally, when you see that hero picked up first, you got 5 picks to kind of figure out something to do against it. They didn't just... they had the Andro swap, but it just didn't feel like enough. So perhaps... if they were to see a Chronos again, have something a little bit better to go up against it, but it looks like it's going to escape through the picks here, or through the bans, as Hellbringer and Doctor were the last 2, and I think you can make good arguments for those 2 bans as well. They've been pretty impactful so far this series, and mostly been banned away for the most part, but they wreak havoc when they're in the game, so we'll see what's gonna happen here.
The second game where Bushwhack is skipped in the first phase, I think. Was second phase ban last time. Not sure if they want to try to pick that up.
Yeah, you did get some nerfs, but they still do pick them up sometimes. First pick from Devil Gang. They're going to think about it. I mean, the Bubbles is open. That's a pretty popular one that the SEA teams like. Maybe they're thinking between Bubbles and something else. It was Blue Eyes who ran the Chronos, so I'm wondering if Devil Gang's thinking about if they want to run the Chronos or not. They're going to go with a Lodestone. All right, so they're going to go with a... I would say normally an off-lane Lodestone, but as we've seen, they run that more commonly actually as a roamer. Position 4. I don't know if Devil Gang will do that here. It's actually Blue Eyes that runs the roaming. I keep saying Chronos. The roaming Lodestone on their captain, and not Padan. So maybe Devil Gang will run an offlane Chronos instead. Maybe they'll run it on Zhao Ted, their support player. They're going to go with Kraken and Dark Lady on the side of Blue Eyes. So Chronos not getting picked up here. They're going to go with Kraken, Dark Lady. Okay, so their mid and their carry both going to get first picked out the gates here.
It's new heroes all the time. I kind of like that. It's very unpredictable here.
Yeah, it's normally Toffee playing the Kraken for Devil Gang, and this time Blue Eyes has it, so their mid player is Bo Jim usually. But expecting him to play the Kraken. We are going to see another Chronos game. This time Devil Gang going to take it. So maybe they were actually thinking about a Chronos on that first pick, which is why they were taking so much time. And they decided to pair it with a Bombardier. It's interesting. I think Bombardier could still be a support. I don't think they necessarily have to run like Bomb, Mid, or Lodestone offlane. Like, this could still be Lodestone's second support, Bombardier's second support. I think they have some options here, but probably safe to say Chronos will be the carry. It's just a matter of who's going to play second support and mid. and whatnot. Because Lodestone Bombardier could even be a lane. Could be like positions 3 and 4. They could have another mid and support.
I'm interested to see these Hellborn bans here. If they want to get rid of some saves from the Chronosphere. Andromeda, Moira still in the pool.
Ah, first time we've seen Moira addressed. Because we never see it picked. I keep talking about how Moira is like the hard counter to Chronos. Just vortex the sphere. Nullify it. Behemoth as well. You know, good counter initiator. Gonna ban that one away. Magebane and Polywog Priest so far banned from Blue Eyes. So they're banning a position 3 if they expect the Lodestone to be a roamer and to bomb the mid, and the Polywog, which could be a position 5 with the Chronos for more lockdown. Yeah, we've seen the impact of Polywog Priest whenever he gets picked up. Sir Bensington, the final ban from Blue Eyes. Interesting ban, because I don't know where they would run the Bensington. He would have to be either long lane or mid, which isn't... I guess they could run a long lane Bensington, right? Wouldn't be like the worst thing in the world. I don't know if Bensington would be good against Kraken mid, though. That doesn't really... Yeah, Armadon getting banned by Devil Gang. That, you know, Armadon makes sense. I think Armadon could be tough for Kronos to deal with because he'd just be naturally really tanky. And he might just get a lot of XP top lane as well. And then Darklead and Kraken would have like a third core with them.
I think this is an engineer then, maybe?
They're gonna go with Flux. We haven't seen a whole lot of Flux. This is a pretty strong hero as well. He did get a little stat nerf to his strength gain. That's about it that he got from the patch. Pretty S-tier hero in the international scene, as the Wombo combos are a little bit more common over there.
But I don't think there's anything stopping you from picking NG here, right? Is there anything you want to rather have? A defensive hero, maybe, but...
Golden Veil. Okay. Yeah, that's a really good hero in casual mode because he gets lots of levels and then he influxes the gold income from everyone. If they, you know, they team fight a lot, they win a team fight with Greed Gutter, and then all of a sudden everyone's got a huge influx of gold. I've also seen Golden Veil games go south, so there is that potential as well. But I will say, if you win 1 or 2 fights, take a look at the GPM charts afterward, because Golden Veil will have a huge impact on that, spiking everyone to their items quicker. But it looks like they'll need 1 more support. I'm not sure. I would imagine Flux is going long lane with the Golden Veil, and Kraken will still be the mid. I don't think Kraken Golden Veil screams that great of long lane synergy. Alternatively, they could still run Golden Veil in the short lane with the Dark Lady. I don't think it would necessarily be the best, but it is still a choice they have. And we will see Rhapsody and Pharaoh. So it's looking like Bombardier support now, I think. No, wait, Toffee's playing the Bombardier. Okay, yeah, Lodestone position 4, Bombardier mid, Pharaoh, long lane, core. I haven't really seen a whole lot of Pharaoh in this tournament. And I think that's because he doesn't really scale the best and doesn't, he doesn't really have like a escape for long lane. Usually they want to run dual lanes. So if they want to run this roaming Lodestone, I don't think the Pharaoh is like that great for setting up early kills.
I think they will leave him to his own devices and probably just secure top lane.
Well, he's going to port down bottom on the Lodestone, get a Word of Revelation down on the pull camp. And Blue Eyes decides not to do any TPing to any lanes. By the way, they last picked Cersei. I was not expecting that. So you know what? We talked about all these Chronos counters, Beggar. We talked about all the ways you could deal with a Chronos. You know what we didn't talk about? Having your own Chronos. Yeah. Just pick Chronos for yourself. Just have a Cersei. You could take them over. You could have your own Chronos.
I mean, the more I think about it, they might actually scale to the point where Cersei becomes a big factor. But
yeah, right?
In the laning phase, it doesn't seem very strong at this point. And Chronos will be left to do whatever he wants, but it might actually be into Cersei's best interest.
Oh, look what he's doing. He's roaming through the Hellborn jungle here. I don't know if he's going to try to do like a crafty doppelganger illusion pull here. Uh-oh, Lodestone is going to run into Cersei here.
Arty pooper.
Yeah, that's a little funny actually. Gonna spawn the illusion. I don't think the illusion's gonna do a whole lot here.
You wanna sync up?
Oh yes, of course. All right, so we're at 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 7, 8,
Yep.
9, 10, 11, 12. All synced up, good to go. So that means they will be running Golden Veil as the position 5 with the Dark Lady in the bot lane. I wasn't expecting that initially. He's perched on a tree here, currently body blocking the hard camp. Doesn't want to allow them to pull this, but he will fall down, so decides to flip over to the next tree, scouting out the Pharaoh. They know he's alone now. They see Lodestone up in the top lane, which means Flux will have a hard time getting into the lane. It's going up against 3. Cersei's just trying to be as crafty as she can, try to delay the creep waves. Spawns the doppelganger behind the wave here. He's going to try to pull it and get lane control for Flux. And I really like what he's doing here. He's just being really annoying, which basically is what Cersei is. She's an annoying hero. He's going to try to drag this to make a more or less a double wave. And since they have the hard camp blocked up here, this should eventually pull the lane into Legion's top tier 1, so Flux can get a double wave here.
Yeah,
So
but
oh yeah, go ahead.
I was thinking they won't stop Kronos from farming here, and Pharaoh will
No.
get stuff in the bottom. So this mid lane is gonna be very intriguing. Who comes out ahead?
Yeah, you were reading my mind. I wanted you to take me through Bombardier versus Kraken.
Oh, well, if there's a Lodestone standing in front, Kraken.
He's just smacking the tower here. It looks a little funny. Yeah, he's just saying hello, not really doing much, and probably doesn't want to take Bomb's experience, so he's gonna leave. Let's say if that was your TMM experience, you'd probably say question mark in chat. Why are you here? Right?
A little bit.
He'd be like, hey, get out of my lane. But yeah, he's gonna run into a Cersei here. Missed the Bloodlust kill. It happened up in the top lane. Flux gets leaped on. Probably set up a Rhapsody.
Lodestone on Cersei. Bomber
Yeah, they're going at it. Cersei pops a health potion. Long cooldown on the Rocket Drill level 1, so he can't really pursue for another kill. Flux is back up here, already taking a lot of damage. Yeah. Kronos apparently is a right-click monster at level 4, because Flux is almost dead already. And apparently Cersei and Lodestone are fighting to death. They're duking it out. I don't know who's gonna win. Who's gonna win? Lodestone's got a Rocket Drill. He's trying to bait this as long as he can. Oh, okay. Gets enough time for Kronos to come over. He knew what he was doing. I think he even had a golden apple to make sure that took place.
He's already back up here, but
doesn't
only
have
level 1.
Only has the doppelganger. It's not really going to be able to do a whole lot. Lodestone denies himself to neutral, so he will get to base instantly and be able to port somewhere. Maybe. He has goal for a TP. Will come to the top lane. Pharaoh's currently level 4 down in the bot lane. Only has 2 last hits to his name, though. The Dark Lady's free farming down here. So yeah, they're doing like a weird kind of pseudo tri-lane. Kind of stopping Flux a lot, but he is now level 4. Cersei gets level 2. Level 6s are coming in mid lane. We got Kraken, the first one to hit level 6. Big creep wave on Bombardier's hill. Does need to be careful because Kraken is not letting him get close to the wave. Lodestone's here now, though. Looks like BO7 will go down to the bot river to try to get a lucky rune to spawn for him. Kronos jumps in top lane onto Cersei. Doesn't have Deceive. She gets caught by a Rhapsody Staccato stun and she will die. Not a lot Flux can do. Doesn't have enough burst to return the pressure. Kraken does get the Mystic Illusion rune. Dark Lady has 1,000 gold in the bank. She can buy her Ghost Marchers here. Just running over to the side shop. So it's a 3-0 lead here for Double Gang. Resources still not really out of control. Yep, we had the airstrike coming out. Release the Kraken countering. Gonna get a counter kill before he dies. Life after death as the Whirlpool takes him out. And both mid laners getting a kill, but Bombardier gonna be alive, so he's probably a bit more happy than Kraken is. Top lane. Chronosphere comes out after the leap. Cersei getting taken out first, maybe. Yep. Doesn't have the deceive still. Goes for the level 2 entrapment. Kronos, I'm gonna go for a dive here on the Flux. Here comes Lodestone with a stun. A lot of pressure coming in from the tower. Gets a rewind. Gonna be fine. And Balon gets a double tap. It's a 6-1 lead here for Double Gang. So they are making the kills happen in their favor. Across the board though, they still got good farm on the Kraken and the TDL. As Rhapsody denies herself to a double hard camp. Level 5 gonna have a little over 10-second respawn timer.
Pharaoh is struggling more than I was thinking he would do.
Yeah, he's 145 gold per minute. That's... Yeah, as you pointed out, he doesn't really have a whole lot of blast hits. You think that's just a good job from the Golden Veil and the Dark Lady? I see Golden Veil doing a double pull here to the hard camp, so he's denying a full creep wave of experience from Pharaoh.
Yeah, very nicely done. But I think he needed to play a little bit more aggressive earlier on in the lane, when they were both only level 1.
Is that kind of due to his item build as well? Like, should he have gone for earlier marchers? Or is it not necessarily items, just playing rather passively?
Potentially, I think he could manage to get marchers by now if he tried to contest earlier, but it's in the past now, and he's gonna try to get level 6 and then see what he can do. It's the same story for top lane, so it's not the biggest deal, but...
2 smokes here. Lodestone and Bombardier. Here comes a rocket. It misses. They force out the charge. Sticky Bomb is activated here.
There's airstrike.
Blow up. Did use the airstrike. Here comes mass DPs though. Bombardier falls. They do port out on the Pharaoh, but yeah, losing both the Lodestone and the bomb for the TDO kill. I don't know, is it worth it? Because they did end up forcing a lot of TPs down here.
It's hard to say, honestly. The deaths are not that much of a penalty.
Dark Lady's already alive. I don't even know if he missed that many creeps.
Yeah.
So while it was good they got the kill, I don't think she ultimately missed that much.
Golden Veil might be in trouble. They used a lot of TPs for the bottom lane.
Port of Sight down in the lane here from Lodestone, spotting him out. Kraken is jungling a hard camp right now, getting really low. Gonna be fine though.
I find it odd that they're not capitalizing. Even Bomb is here, Pharaoh's moving over. There's no TPs on the rest of the Legion team for a few more seconds.
They're scouted here by a Cersei, but that's the real Cersei. It's not really a scout if you run into them all, right?
It is, but...
They got the tower here, slowly chipping it down. Balon gets the last hit. He's working toward Thunderclaw. No surprise there. Bombardier picks up a glowstone. Looks like he'll be going for staff. Typically, Chronos bomb combo is, you know, you want to just get the staff, upgrade the Chronos later. Anytime he spheres, global airstrike. Shatterstorm being channeled top lane onto Flux. Gets bashed, gets the Kato stun. Can't get the discharge to push everybody off of him. And he goes down. Glowstone gets the kill. Kraken is getting close to portal key. Approaching 9 minutes here. Pharaoh still 0-0-0, interestingly enough. Hasn't gone on the board, even though they did kill the Dark Lady bottom.
It's 3-9, and Hellborn is doing very well, but the experience is even in favor of Legion. So, like, this Cersei, I hate to say it, but it might work out very well as we're getting more and further into
We're gonna go in here with Dark Lady, but there's a double damage Bombardier lining up a huge airstrike. Takes out 2. Toffee gets a double tap. They did lose Pharaoh, but good bait coming in. They got Golden Veil and Dark Lady down.
Yeah, it's
Interesting game for Flux. He's had a lot of pressure on himself. Chooses to go for a Brass Knuckles, which isn't, I would say, your most common build for Flux. Still on the red marchers. Trapment lands here from Cersei onto the Lodestone. Plunge comes out from the Golden Veil. Release the Kraken, not going to be necessary. He just had the torrent into the splash hit. Takes him out. I'm really glad that BO7 didn't panic there and use his Release the Kraken. Wasn't really necessary.
Bomb really
Kronos.
close to stuff.
Yeah, he needs about 500 gold. 550. Kronos has his Thunderclaw already picked up. 5-0, by the way, 600 gold per minute. So both Balon and Toffee, the top of the charts, bomb almost 600 GPM. He's getting pulled in here by Flux.
Nice.
The Kraken comes in. Doesn't have the airstrike. He's gonna get taken out here. Sticky Bomb is still up on the Flux, but it's not gonna blow up immediately. Kraken pushing forward. Here comes Kronos though. He gets the 1 kill onto the Flux, going for more, gets the Kraken kill. Balon picks up a double tap, and that will clean up the remainder of the fight as Cersei gets all the way over to the right side of the map. She will be fine.
Yeah. Hellborn team bringing the numbers.
Yep. Dark Lady's been just kind of quietly farming. She's got her cleaver here, 520 GPM, 11 minutes in. Kronos comes in for another kill here, this time taking out the Golden Veil. So we got another really farmed Kronos bagger at 700 GPM. Meanwhile, on the bot lane, Dark Lady gets a kill here on the Pharaoh. Just too much control from the Dark Blades, I would imagine. Stop Pharaoh from getting out.
Stuff is finished on bomb, so... But so is the cleaver, so he's gonna retreat and use farm
Global.
safely.
Global airstrike now. It's nasty. I don't know, this Dark Lady doesn't have any stacks to work on, unfortunately. I'm assuming we'll see Firebrand. There's a Quick Blade picked up.
Oh. Cersei trying to be sneaky.
Regen spawns for Kraken. He's got Mighty Blade going into Shrunken Head now. You know, BO7's not having a bad game himself. 580 GPM on the Kraken. Top farmer in his team. Keeping up with the Bombardier. Shadowstorm's being channeled here. No portal key though. He's going to try to get in range. Here comes a Flux Bolt, kind of helping them. He hits the Shadowstorm on the Kraken, but it's not enough damage and he will fall first. Airstrike comes out. Good damage. As Rhapsody is holding her ground, she will fall. Wall going to lock down the real Pharaoh, as that's the Cersei Pharaoh. And it ends up being 3 players dead for Devil Gang. Kronos wasn't able to join here because he didn't have a Chrono Field. Farming down in the bot lane with the Hyper Crown. And I believe only Flux ended up dying here, so... Pretty good fight coming in from Blue Eyes. They also didn't need Dark Lady, she was farming in the jungle.
I didn't see the airstrike, but did it only clip Flux? Or...
Perhaps. I think the Kraken didn't get hit by it, which is probably who they would have liked to taken out first. Well, I tell you, Balon, you know, he's ringing the last 2 games for Devil Gang for Colic, who was missing. He's been playing really well, even though they lost that last game. He's 8-0, 715 gold per minute on the Kronos. Can't really ask for a much better performance from your ringer on carry. Just want to point that out. He's playing really well.
They look to want to collapse here, and they probably need to get something going. Or this SARS actually will be a big issue for them.
Bot lane being pressured here by Cersei and Flux. Mid lane tower does fall.
The Legion have destroyed a Hellborn tower.
Nothing can hurt me!
Oh, Lodestone channeling ulti on Kraken.
Yeah, he misses the Shadowstorm. Good reactions from Kraken to charge away, but also not to pull Lodestone with him. Maybe it actually would have been a good thing if he pulled him with him, because
Yeah.
if Lodestone had the follow-up there, Oh, missed Kraken charge in mid lane. Unfortunate. Counter coming in. Rather the Pharaoh, but there's a defensive discharge. Lodestone, though, rocket drills forward. Whirlpool is down, catching only Lodestone on the high ground. Rhapsody goes for the ultimate. Will keep Lodestone alive, and BO7 will fall on the Kraken, but now Chronosphere is here. He doesn't take anybody out, though. See, he does. He takes out the Cersei, but it comes at a cost of his own life. Dark Lady gets the kill, and that means 1,165 gold the way of Dark Lady. And the death on Kronos is going to close that gap. Dark Lady now only 10 gold per minute behind. Might take the lead here with Kronos dead. No idea what they're saying in all chat, but probably about the funny interactions of everybody getting pulled around. And now it's starting to look a little bit better for Blue Eyes. This Devil Gang was very much in the lead, I would say, in terms of kills. Slightly in gold lead for the most of the early game, and now they have the 3,500 gold lead.
Yeah, it's like this Cersei is only level 9, but as soon as she gets experience, it's so scary. But they have Pharaoh, can probably find her. But yeah. It was an unfortunate fight. Kronos couldn't deal damage for most of it and didn't catch the Dark Lady, so...
Yeah, his target was Cersei, probably fearing that he would just get taken over. And now he's got a Firebrand and working toward his Geometer Spain. Got a triple stack easy camp to work on here. What do you think Dark Lady will go for with the Firebrand pick up here? Is he going to go Shrunken, or is he going to just go for more of a greedier route?
Well, I have no idea. We will see now, I guess. Yeah.
I don't even know how good Shrunken honestly is, because Airstrike is superior magic now. Pharaoh can ultimate him anyway. I mean, a lot of Pharaoh's damage is magical, though. Same with Lodestone. Kraken going to find Lodestone here, pops the Shrunken, secures himself a kill. Pops the Haste Rune afterward as well. He's still going to value the Shrunken, though. He's going to go Firebrand into Shrunken, play it safe. You think that was the right call?
It's a safe call. I don't think it's a... Oh, mid lane.
Yeah, Cersei gets caught here.
Bombardier is going to probably fall. Never mind, we'll probably survive.
Oh, Dark Lady comes in with a kill there on Toffee. Meanwhile, bot lane, more action happening. Cersei did die mid lane prior to this. Here comes Flux going for the port out, but Lodestone stops it with the rocket drill. Golden Veil TPing. Oh, the Chronosphere missed! He tried to stop the TP and not in time. That is unfortunate. That's honestly, that's one of the first real mistakes I've seen come out from Balon, other than, well, the death he had in mid lane going for the Cersei kill. But other than that, he's been playing really well.
Talking about the Cersei, as sort of the high.
Oh, he's going for Mach on Cersei. Oh man, that's gonna be so annoying. He's not even going like the utility route, you know, like a Jade Spire, Sheepstick, or even like an Alchemist Bone, something like that. He's just going straight into Mach. Striders, Mana Battery, safe for Mach. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Golden Veil's got a Codex level 2. Going for the burst damage route. Look at Dark Lady, almost 800 gold per minute. She's overtaken Kronos by a little bit of a margin here.
Oh, Cersei setting up.
Yeah, he's getting the Kronos here. Catches him with the sphere.
Oh no. I think he'll get out.
Enough damage to take him out. Rhapsody couldn't get in range for a Melody. She could be in some trouble now as well. Dark Lady silencing her up. Cersei Kronos bashing him. Meanwhile, release the Kraken holding Lodestone in place. He can't even port to his rocket drill. He just dies. And it's a double tap for Flux. Cersei, I think, just finished her Mach as well. Oh no. I mean, anytime they win some fights with the Golden Veil, again, this wasn't a genocide, but Bombardier going for a solo kill here on the Golden Veil, keeps the ward alive. Flux trying to keep the fight going. Can't get in range with a pull. I think it wouldn't have mattered anyway. There was an Invis rune on the Bombardier. And he had to pick up a Void Talisman because this Dark Lady's starting to get scary now. 800 gold per minute. Picks up a Dancing Blade. Looks like he's going to go for Wingbow. Going for the damage route.
Oh, this is so unfortunate for Hellborn because like the Bombardier just barely doesn't manage to TP out from the Dark Lady, and meanwhile Kronos just whiffs an ultimate, trying to cancel a TP.
Yeah.
And then we get to this encounter. I mean, it's a good setup by Cersei, and but it's not what's leading up to it.
I'm still laughing at this box, Cersei.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, now they're
gonna be so annoying.
Honestly, like, what do you do here? Do you make a like desperate smoke attempt? Like,
they're down by 9,000 gold here.
he
I
bought
think
something
Kronos
from Kronos.
just got his Geobane finished. Maybe he wants level 16 before they take another big fight. Yeah, Kraken's got a tablet now. I wonder if he'll build that into the new Sinner's inscription, which is it's nice against the Kronos. He can tablet his teammates out, give them a little bonus movement speed as well. Longer push range.
Flux.
Yeah, he goes for a pretty, I would call it just like a team-oriented item. Just gonna bulk everybody up. He's not really playing for himself with like a damage out. Flux pulling into Kraken charge here. Very well coordinated here from Blue Eyes. They pop the Shrunken and release the Kraken. 2 ultimates used for that kill, but it's a bomb kill. It's really good.
It's really good indeed. Bomb wasn't managed to react in time to PK away, but I think they are a bit confused on what they need to do here, because things are not going their way at all. They're not finding any counter kills.
Goldenvale scouting the backline of the tower here. I think he's spotting the lodestone. Now he'll see the Pharaoh. They see the channel of the Shatterstorm. The Pharaoh actually catches the Goldenvale in the trees. Meanwhile, lodestone doesn't really land his combo the best. Kronos comes in though for the Kraken kill. He's gonna take him out. Doesn't have a Shrunken anyway. Wouldn't have mattered. And they trade 1 for 1. Tower does fall in favor of Legion, but now Pharaoh is in some trouble. Has the barbed armor. Not gonna matter. Actually, it was on cooldown. He ends up falling. And that will conclude the fight. Maybe no. It looks like they're still gonna get the Rhapsody kill. Flux, very tanky. Able to hold this ground. Picks up an ultimate warrior streak. 560 gold per minute Flux. This is a guy who was like tri-laned in the beginning. Had no early game. He's got a demonic breastplate already. 7 kills, 8 assists. He's really recovered very nicely.
Straight into Kong.
Straight into Kong.
There's no chrono ulti for a long time now, so they probably just gonna continue.
He's chilling in the corner of the map. He's having a little party with himself up there. We'll re-enter the game here. Keep farming at the hard camp. Yeah, I'm feeling like the Pharaoh specifically is not really having the most impactful game, and the Lodestone had a really good early game. Got Bomb and Kronos good starts, but it's falling a little short here. Cersei has Mop with Asunder now. The full meme build is coming into play. It's just gonna spawn illusions, run them in, cancel portal keys, and be as annoying as possible. And it's a bonus if he gets to take over Kronos. Failed Rot here by several Blue Eyes players, roaming through the Hellborn jungle. Goldenvale is going to spot the Pharaoh here, throws out the Greed Gutter. Barbed Armor is applied. Goldenvale is going to fall. Airstrike.
Nice airstrike.
But here comes the counter though. Release the Kraken, landing onto 2. There's a Melody though. It's going to prevent a good amount of damage. Void Talisman was used by Bombardier, but here comes Dark Lady. She has a token, by the way, and a wing bow, and she is pissed. Hattrick comes in for her. She's pursuing for more. They're going to try to look for the Bombardier, but he portal keys to safety. And both him and Kronos escape, but the damage was done. 3 kills go in the way of Dark Lady in exchange for the Golden Veil. Very much in their favor. And now Blue Eyes. They're taking a commanding lead behind this Token of Life. 20,000 golden experience, more or less. And they are looking to try to close this one out. They win this game, the series is done. Devil Gang needs to get this win to hang in and force a Game 7. But, well, it's not looking too good at this current stage. 920 gold per minute on the Dark Lady. What in the world can Devil Gang do to try to stop this Dark Lady beggar?
Oh, I think they need to hit the timing right as the token runs out, but even that is, seems like a long shot at this point, because they will probably start knocking here.
Like 5 minutes ago, Dark Lady and Kronos were both on 700 GPM. And fast forward to present time, Dark Lady has taken a big lead. Pharaoh gets pulled in here by the Flux. It's gonna go down right away. Tower's gonna fall. At least the Kraken comes out in the background, landing onto Rhapsody. She's trying to hold her ground, but she's gonna get hit with a Greed Gutter. She goes down. And now Dark Lady, she just continues to pound in the Rex. 15 seconds on the token. They will clean it up, and they will reset most likely. There's the full Sinner's inscription here on the Kraken.
A heart on the instead of the token on Dark Lady.
Oh,
It's like,
no.
screw it. Ultimate.
3,000 HP? How are they like Kronos can't do 3,000
Like,
damage
it has to
Dark
be
Lady
Doombringer,
now.
right? I think at this point.
Maybe,
But
or maybe Rift
even-
Shards. I
Like, even
don't
so,
know.
there's a Wingbow, so maybe he needs to get Savage, but Doom seems maybe like the option. Probably Savage.
Oof. Yeah, I don't know how they're killing Dark Lady now. I mean, granted, she doesn't have a defensive support even against Kronos, but when you're this far ahead, almost 1,000 GPM with these items, it's looking rough. Kronos has got he's got a choice to make pretty soon. 4,000 gold in the bank. Probably not going to be able to save for buyback here, because holding this much gold will just mean not able to deal the damage that he needs to do. And, well, it's going to come at like kind of a double-edged sword. Cersei's going to get that much more stronger if she can take him over. And then that's going to be their own weapon against them.
This Cersei pick is really strong. Like it's just similar to the Vindicator. Like, you will have a long game, and you will be able to take someone over. So, like, this 700 GPM Kronos.
Yep.
Very nice to have.
Almost level 16 too. We'll still get the full strength Kronos. Obviously, every level of Twisted Visage is more and more percentage of of the hero rather that you take over. So the level 3 is the full form. Flux has a shrunken head now. I think Kraken bought a barrier, right? I don't think he had that before.
That seems new. He also finished the Sinner's Inscription. He pops a smoke. There's a refresher on Kronos here, so it's the last attempt to make something happen.
Right. 2 ultimates could be the key here. Barbed Armor is up, holding Dark Lady in place. She's not necessarily forced to attack him. Does use the Shrunken Head. Here comes the Fluxpool, pulling them in as Lodestone tries to line up a Shatterstorm. First bubble is going to be used here. Doesn't catch the Dark Lady though. She jumps in though. Doesn't matter. She's holding her ground. Kraken going to be the first one to fall. There is no mana. Kronos is going to fall here. Rhapsody in the background trying to heal up. Dark Lady, she is still healthy. Not by a lot, but by enough. Double tap comes out for her. Pharaoh's going to use the first buyback. Doesn't have a Wrath of the Pharaoh for 20 more seconds. Cersei, is he going to fall here? He's going to come out of the Deceive in a few more seconds. Throws out an entrapment. That's Rhapsody with a portal key, stunning him up. And it will be a kill here on the Cersei. So everyone but Dark Lady ends up dying. This was one buyback on the Pharaoh. And honestly, that was not the worst fight in the world coming out from Devil Gang. They did use the Restoration Stone, but not the second sphere. So that's what you meant by he doesn't have mana. I was trying to figure it out, what you meant mid-team fight. I think I figured it out. Because he didn't cast the second Chronosphere.
Top lane, Void is used. We'll get out. Yeah, that was as good as you can get if you don't use your second ulti. Dark Lady charging into it, so... He was also very lucky not to be clipped by the Dark Lady ulti. He had full vision of the setting up that ultimate.
Gotcha. So yeah, I mean, in 130 seconds, he'll have double sphere if he wants to. Still got sphere number 1, the old sphere number 2 that he didn't use, ready to go. Dark Lady's got 5,000 gold. Should she just hold on to buyback here, or does she need to finish another item? As Kraken is catching Pharaoh, Barbed Armor was used. Codex comes in from Golden Veil. Shatterstorm hits onto him. He takes him out. 1 for 1. Dark Lady's now here. Tablet stops the TP from Kraken. Rhapsody is going to escape near death as she ports out. But yeah, the Sin Inscription stopped the TP of Pharaoh. 2 are dead. There is a second buyback. Pharaoh does have Wrath of the Pharaoh once again, if he wants to buy back here. Might have to use it. They want to hold this Rex. There's a buyback coming in from from Lowstone. Flux did already use his pull. Darkness Falls coming out in the background, blinding everyone. Dark Lady charging in, putting in the right clicks onto Chrono. She's getting silenced.
Here we go.
Fall. He did sell a couple of items, I think, to have buyback. His inventory looks a little bare, as he's only got 3 items in his inventory. Cersei got Chronos, by the way. And I don't know, it's a 30,000 gold deficit that Devil Gang is facing. The Raxes are going to fall in the top lane, and this is now a 2 Rax lead. All 5 are strong. 3rd Rax under fire. It's not looking good. No Chronospheres ready to go. Port going to be canceled. And even Flux with the Shrunken, he's able to sit here on the high ground, hit the melee Rax, and this is most likely going to do it. That's the Mega Creeps. And I think Blue Eyes, they could be Grand Finalist champion here. Pending a miracle. Ballista Kraken comes out, takes out the Pharaoh. Shatterstorm being channeled here. It's gonna blow up, not gonna do a whole lot. Balon goes down on the Kronos, and the defeat is done. Devil Gang throws in the towel, which means Blue Eyes is your grand final champion here in game number 6, winning 4 games to 2 in our best of 7.